Alright, in the last video we were talking about the syllabus. I was mentioning the two essays. Let's see, Alright. Let me talk about safe assignment. Basically what happens is Blackboard, if you've ever used Turnitin, Turnitin has a similar feature where it basically goes, Blackboard that is, will use safe assign to go out to the internet and check your essays and make sure that there's not, somebody else didn't write it or write part of it or anything like that. What I do, and sometimes it does catch some phrases and sentences that are similar, if you use something in your works cited. And so what I do is I allow up to 25%. You can have 25% matching for free. Basically, you don't get it penalized. But for each point above 25% on your essay, I'll take off a point. So you don't want to have too much copied. And the essay is just like everything in this course. You can write it over and over, and each time you write it over, it doesn't it won't remember and give you back a 100% matching or something like that. What it'll do is it'll basically treat them as drafts, and then each time it gives you a new percent matching. All right, you'll see that better when the next time. Remember, there's two essays. One's due kind of in the middle. I think it's in October, and then the second one is due at the end of the semester. Of course, like I already mentioned, there's homeworks. Make sure you put the homeworks in the correct folder. That's really important. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. The homeworks are generally 2 points per problem. You'll understand that in a little bit, and I'll show you how to turn it in and everything like that. Make sure that you don't have anything late. My general late policy is where is it? It's on here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. You get 1 week to turn in late file, late homework or late work in general. Chapter challenges, what else? Chapter challenges, homeworks, and even the essays. But if you exceed more than 1 week, I generally would count that as a 0. Now there can be extenuating circumstances. People can various reasons end up in the hospital, something like that. Something you basically can't control. You need to just verify that with some kind of paperwork. Usually you can get the dean of students to get involved, and the dean of students will pass that information on to me and to any of your other instructors. All right, so that's that. Now this is different, of course, because we aren't physically meeting, but whether you're turning in a chapter challenge, a test, or a homework, each week basically I'm going to use that, the fact that you've turned in something, use that as an that you're attending class, that you're participating in class. All right, let's see. This is just, you can read this over. Students with disabilities, that if you have to, well, I don't know that you'd need to take the test in the test centers. That's generally the thing that happens with this class. But of course, you're taking the tests online, so that probably doesn't really apply. Anyhow, the course requirements, of course, there's 3 tests. There are two essays. That's what I call the written component. There's also a final exam. Notice the final exam counts just as much as any one of the tests, and then 25% of the class is this the chapter challenges, all right, and the grading system will be on the following. It'll be a point system. I'll show you how to do that calculation. And basically, whatever your numerical grade comes up to, the letter grade, you can see right here what the letter grade corresponds to, and that's of course what I put on Wingspan at the very end of the semester. All right, I don't generally change the syllabus. Make sure there's no cheating or plagiarism. Some of this stuff they just send me to put on the syllabus, so read this over. All these things, and yeah. All right. Here's the schedule. Let's make sure I changed homework 6. Remember that we had that due in the wrong. I'm sorry, homework 5. Yeah, look, there it is. So it's due now. It's due on Sunday. I think I had that from my summer class. Anyhow. All right, so that's it with the syllabus. You can see the week of the tests. Generally, what I'll do is I'll open up the test on a Monday, and then you'll have till the following Sunday to turn it in. You're turning it in online. You generally have to scan it in, and then submit it online. Make sure that it is really important. Make sure that I can read what you've scanned in. Sometimes people send me stuff that I can't read very well, and I mean, I got to be able to read it to grade it. So just make sure when you turn something into Blackboard, you can always go back and look at the way it looks. Once you've submitted something. All right. Let's see. Anything else? There is, of course, a comprehensive final, not including the chapter challenges. It is just the chapters that we're going to go over on a weekly basis, the stuff that the homework is based on. The final exam will begin on the 4th here. I'll post it then, and it'll be due on the 10th. Which is a Sunday, a minute before midnight as usual, and that'll be the end of the class. I'll have to have a little bit of time to grade all that, and yeah. So there's the syllabus. All right, so let's go back into. I guess let's just take a quick look at the essays. Here they are, essays 1 and 2. I mean, you can go to it right now. You don't have to do these right now, of course, but. The instructions are here. Let's look at essay 1. So here's the instructions. This is the way you submit it. Let's pretend we're going to submit something. Okay, so let's say you've done the essay in Word, although I don't really have a Word file or something. But if what you do is, and this is true with homework as well. I'll show you that in just a second. So you'd click on that underlined essay 1, and then what you would do is click on your browse computer, and generally put it on the desktop. If I don't have anything to submit, of course, but you just click on that, and then you find your file. Here's some videos, but find your file, and usually it would be something on the desktop. Let's say it was, that's my son's writing assignments, TJ stuff. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Well, anyhow, I can't find anything right now, but you find something, you click OK, and that uploads it. The one thing you do have to click, make sure you click submit. It won't let me submit anything because that's not my role in this class, but I think you understand what to do. It's very, very simple. Let's look at the homework assignments as well. So under lectures, homeworks, and online chapter challenges, basically what I've done is I've broken this into weeks. At the very bottom, you can see, I did it the other way this time, I guess. At the very top is the first day of class, or the first week of class. Remember, the 21st for this fall is the day of the eclipse. I'm going to be down viewing that in Greenville, hopefully. Anyhow, I hope you get a chance to view that as well. All right, so here's week 1. Let's take a look at that. Looks like, oh yeah, I didn't assign any chapter challenges yet. So for week 1, let's say you know here's the first homework assignment. Here's the videos that go along with the homework assignment, some files as well to help you with it. Let's see. So you're supposed to watch these videos, and that they will help you to do these homework assignments. All right. So let me go on to the next video. I'm going to pause this.